Motherfuckers always asking me, Hood, you a big boy. Where you get your confidence from? I be like, I caught it on sale at the 99-cent store, motherfucker. Y'all ready to slide into some of these hood facts? This is not about to be a preaching sermon. This is not about to be a preaching sermon. This is not about to be a preaching sermon. This is not about to be a preaching sermon. This is not about to be a preaching sermon. So this is not about to be a preaching sermon. I'm telling you, I'm not about to get the preacher to you. No, none of that shit. Let me cuss a little bit so you know I'm not about to preach. Motherfucking bitch, goddamn motherfucker. Anyway, seriously though, why do we as people put like somebody else's sin on top of another sin? Like if you do one sin, that's okay, but if you do another sin, that's bad. Or if something happened to a person, we always like, oh, that's what they get. And then something happened to the next person, like, damn, that's bad. Why the fuck we can't have the same compassion for all people? Or why the fuck we can't judge all people the same? You feel me? Let's get into this shit like this. Alright, so you watching the news and you hear a story about, the first story come up, guy was killed drunk driving in an accident. We'll be like, oh, that was his ass get. Second story come in and say another lady was at home found dead from a drug overdose. You be like, oh, that was her ass get, she shouldn't been on drugs. Then the next story come in, guy kills wife in abusive relationship. And then we say, oh, that man, he a punk ass bitch. He ain't no real man. He killed that woman. That's so wrong. Why the fuck we can't look at it and say, well, did she get what she deserved? Nobody deserved to die, so I'm not saying that. But you don't know the story about, you know, this lady been dealing with this same motherfucker for 10 years. You know, the state bought her house to get her away from the guy. You know, she had cousins and brothers and boo-boo them who was gonna beat the boy's ass if he fucked with her again. But she didn't let her cousins or brothers them get on to the boy. She stopped that. So in a 10-year period of time, she had a chance to get away, get out of the abusive relationship, but yet she still didn't go. And so practically she caused it on herself. So your hood facts for the day, why the fuck we don't look at life as people cause things on themselves? I'm just being straight up. And that's even with my own self. You know, I look at my own life and I look at shit that happened to me in the past and I'm like, my decision caused that to happen on me, myself. You feel me? I'm gonna give you some examples. Now, I don't judge people, but when shit happens to people, bad shit happens to people, I always look around as, I don't look around like, oh man, that's bad. I mean, it do be bad, and I do have empathy in my heart for people, but at the first thing I always say is, what the fuck did you do to cause it on yourself? Alright, check this story out. Damn. Pollen in the air? Motherfucking pollen. I need to do my video like this. Anyway, in 2007, I got a good job when it comes to money, not the job itself. I hated the fucking job. I hated the job. I hated the people. I hated everything about the job. Only time I liked that job was lunchtime, break time, days off, and time to get the fuck off. Now, I liked that job on them days. But other than that, I hated the job. But the paycheck was nice. They had nice paycheck and they had nice insurance and shit. Anyway, so I moved to Texas in 2006 and I had this old hoop there, this old 1989 or 90 Berg LeSabre. It was an old ass car. I think I put a picture of that bitch. But the motherfucker was called the Mercedes. And if you know me, you know Mercedes was rolling. But when I got the new job, I said, I'm tired of driving this hoop there. I want me a 2007 Impala. That's the car I wanted me, a 2007 Impala, because this was 2007. So I met a bitch, and I mean, I used to go with a bitch, and to the point that if I saw the bitch today, and I don't get no fuck, fist and mouth. So from February to August, I worked this whack ass job that I hated, but I was making a lot of money. So I wanted my 2007 Impala, but I never got my 2007 Impala. I was still driving around in my hoop there. So this is the point I'm making with this. All the time I was too busy trying to, you know, take that old bitch out to eat to the nicest restaurant, go to the mall and spend so much money on clothes and nice shit and just do bougie shit, you know. And I'm from the country, you know, we the country, we on some simple shit and that's cool. But I was too busy trying to impress this old bitch. So I never had no money to get my new car. Let me break it down to you like this. My expenses were about $1,300. This includes rent, cable, water, gas, food, whatever. It's about $1,300. I had an additional $2,000. Listen, $2,000 per month, somewhere around that, to save up for a car. So in 2 months, I could have saved $4,000 and paid down on the 2007 Impala. But instead, I bullshitted my money trying to impress this motherfucker. So having said that, in the whole time of 2007, that hoop that kept putting me down. And I kept saying, God, why this happening to me? I'm trying to do better with my life. I'm trying to do some change. I'm trying not to go back to Alabama and live with my mama. I'm trying to get on my own feet and be my own man. But at the same time, I was bullshitting all my money. I caused all this to happen on me myself. Being broke. Listen now, I got my paycheck, and my paycheck I used to get paid every week. So my check be about $900. Now how the fuck I got a check for $900, but yet I'm going to the payday loan in 2 days to get a payday loan? Cause I was causing on my fucking self. I was, my cost, the Mercedes stayed in the shop ceiling every week. I was doing something in the shop. But instead of me getting rid of my problem, the bitch I was with, I was causing extra trouble and strife on myself. So that's what I'm trying to get you to understand with this whole video is when things happen to people, why don't we just look at people and say, did you cause it on your fucking self? I always judge myself first. I judge myself first and I judge myself the most. Because I look at it like this. I'm 33 years old today, right? So if I'm 33 today and I want to live to see 90, I mean, I could live to see 90 at this body size I am now. I'm a big boy. And I could live to see 90 at this size. But when I get out, the things I can do today, I can still walk. Even though I just started back walking 3 weeks ago. But I can still walk. I can still jog a little bit. And I can still run a little bit. I can stand up for a bit, I can do things now at 33. But if I stay the same size and at 63, can I still do the same shit at 63? I don't think so. So I want to go on and start losing weight and dropping weight down so I can live a long life and be able to take care of myself even when I get up in age. What I'm saying is, a lot of time people would say, oh man, Joe Blow, he a big man and he died and he was found dead in his house by himself. He weighed 700 pounds and he was only 45 and he been dead for 3 weeks or he been dead for a month and nobody knew he was dead and he died by himself. He caused it on his fucking self. If you are the kind of person that you get paid on Friday and you get your check on Friday, and instead of going home and paying all your bills and then going out to bullshit the rest of your money, instead you get your check on Friday. You too busy trying to fit in with people. You go buy them some new clothes and new shoes and new rims for your car and stuff. But at the same time, when Monday comes, you don't have any money to pay for lunch at work. And now you're sitting at the lunch table with no food, looking sad and want people to feel sorry for you. No, I'm not feeling sorry for you. I'm not gonna feel sorry for you. You caused this shit on yourself. What the fuck are you causing on yourself? The problems in your life, the things that you're gonna do in your life, you're causing them on your motherfucking self. That's just how I see life. That's just how I see life. The things that I go through in life, the bullshit I go through in life, the problems I go through in life, whenever they arise in my life, I look back and say, what the fuck did I do to cause this on myself? Let's see, I'm trying to think, what kind of problem do I have now? I mean, right now I don't have no problem, thank God, but I don't have no problem. But when I get on Facebook and I get on Twitter and I see people posting all their problems, and I always question, the first question I ask myself or say to them is, what the fuck did you do to cause it on yourself? If you don't have no money in your account or you don't have no money in the bank, and I'm not saying you gotta have $1 million, but you don't have money in your account for basic shit, did you cause it on yourself? Are you blowing your money on bullshit? Did you have opportunity to go to college? Did you have opportunity to get a new job? Did you have opportunity to move to a different place? This is not slavery time. We're not in a place where we could be buying up and shit. What problems are you causing on yourself? If you don't have a new house to stay in, or you don't have a house to stay in at all, but instead you had money to come to you and you blew the money on bullshit, or you can't sleep at night. Why you can't sleep at night? You got all these problems that happen to you. What the fuck did you do to cause these problems on you, motherfucker? Huh? You can't sleep at night? No, because all the time, all the while in the daytime while you up, you keeping up hell. You stealing from people. You beating people up. You ripping people out of money. You ripping people out of their happiness. You causing trouble on people. You being rude to your mama. You hurting your parents. You stealing from people. You doing all kind of shit in the daytime. And then when nighttime comes, you saying, man, I can't sleep at night. I'm woke, vamping. I'm vamping all night. Yeah, the reason you vamping all night because you keeping up bullshit all daytime. So my whole reason for this video is the shit that's happening in your life, the problems that are happening in your life, you causing them on yourself. 99% of the shit that happen to us as people, we cause them on our goddamn self. And then at the same time, why do we as people, when something bad happens to people, we show remorse and empathy for some people, and some people we look at like, But me personally, I look at everybody like, if you died, if you got a disease, if you did whatever, I look at you like, how did you cause it on your fucking self? You feel me? But hey, as always, I'm just a loud country ass boy from Alabama. What the fuck do I know? These your hood facts, alright?